The Wannsee Conference refers to the meeting held by Nazi officials at Wannsee in Germany to determine the final fate of the Jewish people. The work adopts this title to allude to powerful figures from different eras and fields who eloquently articulate their own plans. Although the content of their speeches may differ, ultimately they all say the same things as those spoken by the Eve clone, revealing that their intentions and goals are essentially identical. The work is presented with 3 projections in a U-shaped configuration. At the center appears the enormous pupil of the Eve clone, like the chairperson of the conference, while the left and right sides each display 28 AI-generated portraits. These portraits were created by combining real political, technological, and cultural power figures selected by me with the image of the Eve clone. At the center of the first row is the prototype of the Eve clone. Using the AI software Midjourney, the facial image of the Eve clone was merged with those of these authority figures to generate hybrid portraits that contain both facial features as well as various forms of the 666 mark of the beast on their foreheads. Subsequently, video clips of their public speeches or talks were sourced from YouTube. Short segments, most representative of their ambitions, were extracted and, through AI lip-sync software, DID, these audio clips were applied to the portraits, reproducing their speech, voices, and expressions while revealing their ambition and will. The work begins with all of them speaking simultaneously in their own languages, forming a cacophony of discordant voices. At the center of the first row is the prototype of the Eve clone. Her speech is taken from the film Megiddo, the Omega Code 2, specifically a monologue in which Satan challenges and boasts before God. The film depicts an apocalyptic global military conflict based on the Book of Revelation. The other 27 portraits each deliver their own statements. After they finish, one by one they transform into grid-patterned faces with curled hair, the grid portrait of the Eve clone previously derived from the appropriation of Leonardo da Vinci's Vitruvian Man. And they begin to speak the same words as the Eve clone. In the end, the Eve clone speaks alone, clearly articulating the entire passage.
Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and sea, because the devil has come down to you, having great wrath, because he knows there's a short time.
Thus, the work suggests that these real-world figures are themselves Eve clones, objects of worship, the great Babylonian idols marked with the evil and seductive sign of 666, They boast before God and are planning their ultimate scheme for humanity, just as the Nazi officials at the Wannsee conference formulated the final solution for the Jewish people.